today, as I wrote on my thing, we're just gonna be probably doing the squats thing. Because I know for a fact, if it's anything like with Tifa's pull-ups, it's gonna take us a while. I may have to give up for a little bit in between if I get frustrated, but yeah, we will see. Or if my arm doesn't handle it. But yeah, today was, as I call it, I did not do what I was really wanting to do, but I ended up getting distracted. Thursdays are honestly my least productive days, and just yeah. But it is what it is. Hopefully tomorrow will be a bit better. But I did do things. I did some new things. Had to, and I did do some small things I had been like avoiding. Not avoiding per se, but more so I've just kicked the can down the road. Thursdays are usually the best days for me to do those particular tasks. Because thankfully, most of the time people don't talk or ask me for things. Customer support tends to be a little bit more drier. And today, because as I had guessed, my coworker did indeed have to call off today because she's been sick. So our meeting then got canceled. My friend did send me a picture of when the squats are, so hopefully I will be warned. Like I do suffer from a repetitive strain, so if it starts getting too much, I will like move on to doing missions and then come back to it. Hopefully we could do a couple rounds. We can win a couple rounds. Yes. I think also it's like how I... Okay, so I do it too soon. I always miss it. It goes way too fast. Okay, so it's not the picture was wrong. Or maybe I didn't see it correctly. Alright, we're gonna... No, we're gonna quit because I know for a fact I'm gonna lose and I'm not gonna waste mine. I'm not gonna waste it. Alright. Thankfully we're able to quit. I always do it a little too early for that. I think like once I could get past like that bit, I think it's just I go too early. Because with the pull-up one, the music kind of helped you a little bit. This one doesn't really, I don't think. was eating them. Alright. Alright, I am getting it. By one single point. I mean, that is honestly the best that I did. It is like the highest I've done. Alright, I am getting it a little bit now. But I apologize for not commenting as much because I need to concentrate. Maybe I'll just blab like random words. But that's all I will be able to do. I will be unable to. Oh, it like gives us a thing. Oh. I didn't realize it like gives us an extra one or something. It's just a little too fast. I'm not that fast. It's just a little too fast. I don't know what the hitbox for that one is. He's always, it's just a little bit. It's because I keep fucking up with the thing. I can't do it like faster. Shut up. Riveting content, but you know what? I did warn that this was gonna be a thing. I did it once, but I think like hitting too many, I have to like. Oh, it's because I do it. I'm slowly starting to get it, but. Oh, we're tied. What happens when we're tied? Oh, fuck you. We're tied. I am getting it. I'm starting to get it. Evolution. I did it by just one! Just one! I did it!
なんですね。あなたにはかないませんよ。
Oh. Way to butter me up. What do you mean my best record? My best record? Oh, to beat you right, best record. Shinra threads. What kind of threads? Alright, let's see. Alright. Oh. How is he doing it so fast so quickly? Is the only way to do it like being really, really fast? And catching up? I feel like this is gonna be another one where it's like you have to be perfect. Alright, I already know I failed for this. At least we can like quit and restart. I just don't hit it fast. Oh god! Well, I'm glad I made it through that. I wasn't able to do that before. I won't be able to beat it, but it's okay. Alright, well, I at least beat my previous record. There's that at least.
なんだ、特技はスクワットとか言ってたけど、大したことないな。
Fuck you. I think it's late enough in the video that I can do that. Okay, so I know as soon as I fail that, that is when I need to redo it. For some reason, the animation trips me up sometimes. The animation of him going faster. That delay. I'm gonna have to just ignore it. What? What is it? What is it that you're trying to dig into? What? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Story time in between, a little armrest. Um, I have this not coworker. She works in a different business, but in the same office building on the same floor as us, and we always run into each other in the bathroom. So we end up talking with each other and everything. And I had a very interesting conversation. I asked her how her Labor Day weekend went, and I proceeded to get a story about how one of her pet guinea pigs, unfortunately, passed away, not during Labor Day weekend, but she like gave me the details of how like they had to take this guinea pig to a exotic vet and give the guinea pig a hysterectomy. And I'm laughing only because it was so out of pocket, especially since this happened in June and uh, not during last weekend. She's very nice, and we talked about her other guinea pig as well. But yeah, I had to contain myself because I think it's hamsters that tend to, they're known for being, hamsters are known for just like for some reason seppukuing themselves in the most weirdest, gruesome way. And I don't know if that applies also to guinea pigs as well. I'm not too sure. But they have the first guinea pig is named, the one with the hysterectomy uh, was named Penelope. And I was like, that sounds like a guinea pig name for some for. And then they have the second guinea pig that they have right now is named Poppy. And the guinea pig right now, it seems that they're just spending extra time. It's their baby, and she was talking. This ended up being a long conversation about her guinea pigs, and she talked about how I guess like guinea pigs are herd animals, so they require like a partner. But when they tried to like fit her with someone else, because the guinea pig that unfortunately the guinea pig that got the hysterectomy passed away 2 weeks later. Unfortunately, with animals and it comes to surgeries and stuff, there is a high chance of, unless it's like a very normal surgery, there is a chance of them just like passing suddenly after the fact. Even if you think that things are going fine, it is actually kind of normal that they can get delayed complications after. But for Poppy, they were trying. Went on vacation for a month, so they boarded the guinea pig, and they wanted to try to get the guinea pig a partner or like a friend, a buddy, because Penelope was their sister, so they were bonded. But unfortunately, Poppy is, what is it? Poppy is, was against the one that they tried and everything, and yeah, it is very sad for, Penelope. It just it was very interesting to, and then I started talking about Cube and Sabrina and everything like that because I showed their pictures, and they have an Instagram. They have an Instagram for their guinea pigs. Yeah, quite an interesting conversation. Cube, right now is really not the time for you to be in my lap. I kind of really need to concentrate. This is go in the box. He loves to sleep in the box during the day. Come on. Ah! Go slither on into the box. Go into the box. Go in the box. There you go. Thank you. I do enjoy lap time. But you. Where's Sabrina? I'm gonna check her real quick. Continue drinking that water. She's drinking water, so I encourage them to drink water so that I make sure to leave them be whenever I see them just like drinking water. Because cats unfortunately don't like to drink as much as they should. Alright. With that break, maybe we'll do better. I think I kind of get it after the animation because he's already in movement. That's when you have to. I know we're doing basically a whole stream of this. But you gotta rip the band-aid off if you wanna 100% complete this. Do it. Might as well do this now, then do it later, and be annoyed. And like, what? I'd rather do this now and then not be annoyed when I'm like close to like ready to get everything finished and done with, and so we can move on. Because this seems like it's gonna be the most annoying. The most tedious and annoying one. I also have to be careful with how many times I blink. It's like, of course, now I want to just suddenly blink. All of a sudden, my eyes are dry. Of course. Of course, I'm also excuses. It's a skill issue. I was able to do it before. I keep blinking. Why am I blinking? God damn it. Like, I was holding my eyes open before, and now I just all of a sudden need to blink a million times. Come on. If only I have eye drops. Maybe I'll put some water on my face. I'll be right back. For some reason, my eyes have decided that they want to be really dry. gonna help, but let's see. Now I'm not even like making it to the end. This is bullshit that he starts out so fast. It's just that third phase now. And just immediately, if I don't win, I feel like that's gonna be the only way. The thing is, I do have the patience to do it. I won't be able to do it like all night, but I have the patience. For Tifa's, I did 4 hours for the final round, and then also for Near Automata, that race, that final race, that took me also like 3 straight hours, 2 straight hours. So I'm pretty good at being able to like, I'm okay with grinding and things like that. like the completionist in me, but also, see, this is why I shouldn't be talking. The completionist in me, but also like not wanting to make it too boring. But you know what? This is realism. This is how real people play games. Fail over and over and over and over again until you get it. I feel like the only way I'm gonna make it is if I don't fucking blink. The blinks make me miss. Unless I can get it like a rhythm. Maybe I need to memorize the rhythm or something. Instead of just like looking. Not more with it, more with me. Come on. Oh, actually, okay. Okay. That was pretty good. I was gonna, but, okay. That was for the third round. I'm starting to get it. Starting to get used to it. hell. My commentary will be in between. You know what? Sometimes when I would just hum to myself, sometimes I would do better. And also, like, having the thumb like this, I think, is a little bit better. I'm gonna take a drink. I've been drinking actually a lot today. I had, because I brought into work one of my core water bottles. And I think just having like a bigger thing causes me to drink more instead of wanting to drink in a glass. Obviously, a straw helps you drink more. But oh man, this morning, because I also forgot to buy toilet paper, but this morning, I had realized that I forgot to buy a coffee. So I was really kind of preparing myself to like go into a shop, but I was good because I am still on like the budget debt paying journey, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bring, because we have a water machine that dispenses hot water. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to, because I already was going to buy after work uh, the instant coffee. I know I'm a heathen. The instant coffee, I would just buy like a smaller creamer thing. Because I needed something a little like sweeter than the creamers that we have in the office, a little half and half, or a little thingies, a little creamer. It wasn't my thing. And man, that saved me. That saved me. And along with not buying that alongside, because I was also thinking, oh, you know, if I go to the coffee shop, then I also will buy a food item because I'm rarely there. There's like a bunch of Paris baguettes where I'm at. And they have all these cute Asian pastries near me. So it's like, oh, I'll just treat myself. But no, I held off. I was good. And it was pretty good. I ended up having 3 cups of coffee because oh man, like I lasted the morning. I was getting a slight headache. It wasn't too bad. I do admit I am a bit of a coffee addict. All thanks to my previous job. So glad I don't work there though anymore. I was talking to my friends today, and we were talking about work and everything like that. Like aspirations, because like I do consider myself an artist, even though I don't. I feel like this is, I don't know why. I don't hear people say this, but for some reason I feel it. Where when people are artists, people expect that artists are going to, or that they strive or must do art for their full-time career living. Otherwise, they're not really an artist or something. I've never heard really someone say it, but for some reason I get the vibe, like whenever I talk about, like when people discover that I know how to draw, do art, and stuff like that. Cosplay is a form of art as well. People then ask me, like, oh, well, don't you want to do art full time? Don't you want it to be your career? I remember when I was job hunting, and you know, I did search for like you know, in studios and things like that. But I did learn pretty much early on out of graduating that I wanted to be more of a decision-making role instead of an artistic role. Just because one, also I was leaving not so good job market. I graduated in 2013, going on 14, and it was just really difficult to find a job in the Bay Area. Basically, it was either like nepotism or you needed to have already had work, and just how I am in general. Yeah, doing internships while in school was not an option for me. In our school, it was already expected that you were going to do 5 to 6 classes, each class being 3 credits per semester. And and basically the workload we would be given is each class is either 3 hours or 6 hours long, and it's expected that you would do double that amount of time in homework. So basically, it was a full-time job. If we're expected to do 5 to 6 classes a semester in order to graduate on time. So with my capabilities, I'm unable to overexert myself that far. So during college, I didn't have an internship. But because I was graduating later, I graduated in the winter of 2013 when everyone else was graduating the spring of 2013. I had an extra semester due to me studying abroad. They didn't allow me to exchange important classes with the credit there, so I had to basically even though it was my second junior semester, I couldn't, all the junior classes I had to do partially in my junior, what is it? Oh yeah, now that I think about it, I actually had to miss, it was almost a whole year now that I think about it. I forgot about this because in Japan, their semester starts in April. So I actually had to, from January to March, or December to March, I did not have school because my semester was going to be from April to July. I'm remembering it now. So that's also why I was delayed with everything. But yeah, very difficult. But I did do internships after the fact, and that was when my department head, because I had that extra semester where basically it wasn't that I already graduated, but I had an extra semester before the show of shows, which is basically because the show of shows was only once a year. So I had a whole extra semester to just complete my project. But during that time, I was asked by our department head to also project manage a class where they were doing a special first time kind of thing where the class would be like a full time. We would be making a short film together as a full team, and I was the project manager, the junior project manager for that production manager. And then at the same time, I also was the production manager for another student's short film. So that was kind of my internship, my free internship, while I was also working on my own, just finishing up my own graduation animation. So that's how I learned. I kind of learned in junior year that I felt because I wanted to have a say in everything, I had interests, varying interests of the whole jack of all trades kind of thing I have in me. That I wanted to be more of a director, decision-making role. And those kind of roles don't typically do art. And those kind of roles, thankfully, are more stable because they're throughout the entirety of a production. especially now, most roles that are artistic are like contracted if you actually get in the studio. Like I was so surprised that coworkers of mine were getting hired by Disney, but then, you know, back in the day, a Disney job would be just a permanent job where you would just work on other films. They would, you would finish one film and then you would be done, and then you would work on another film. They would just move to another film. But now they don't really do that anymore. You kind of just are added into. I was doing pretty well there. Maybe I needed to continue talking. But like nowadays, you're just on for a project usually. Now, you're just on for a film, and if you're just an animator for certain things, or you do just like in-betweens, or you're just a storyboard artist or something, you don't move on to the next. Typically, maybe they will if they like your work and then they move on to another project, but it's project by project instead of just you're employed by the company and you're just gonna work on continuous projects like as you know they come, which is unfortunate. But also that's one of the reasons why I didn't get into going that route. I don't want to have to be worrying after, like, I don't want to be like spending all my time concentrating on doing a project only to then like a few months beforehand worry about getting another job, like job hunting while you're doing crunch or something like that. Or, you know, maybe they'll get paid like a good amount, but also, you know, student loans and things like that. And like, especially now with AI taking over everything, like, you know what? Speaking of AI, though, when I had my good conversation with our director of PMs, he actually was in a bit of an agreement with me with that. I was surprised because our company is like, it's not like, oh, we're replacing everybody with AI or something like that. Or, it's more of like, how do we utilize this to gain more projects for clients and do more things to get our clients to buy projects from us and stuff from us. It's more what it is than just like, oh, we're gonna be replacing people. So that's good to know. But it's also good to know I'm not the only one who's like has their reservations. But I do still refuse to write a reload. I will not write we have a bunch here. We have a bunch in this area. At first, because they're kind of similar to the Google cars that will do Google Maps, for a while I was thinking like, man, Google Maps is really like mapping out these. Honestly, it's like the same the technology, I think, based on what my old coworker had talked about. But I was like thinking, man, they're mapping it out so much. But no, it's just the Waymo's. Like, I have a couple friends who've ridden them and everything, but I've heard about, maybe it's like just a Tesla issue, but there have been times where Waymo's, even from my friends, reported that they kind of jerk. And like, yes, there's human error, but also, like, alongside human error is also human judgment of certain things. It's just I'm doing it a little too late. I better get some stuff for this wagon for doing these squats. but speaking of my old coworker, it was kind of hilarious. I have a special extension on my LinkedIn. So there's this neat extension where for LinkedIn. And I'll explain it. It's actually really useful for anyone who's jobbing. Ah, I was doing so well. I think how it is like he's always the same. He's always the same. I maybe could have made it, but who knows? I think that other guy, he's always like the same pacing, but we have to, in order to beat him, be faster. But as I was saying, I managed to. Okay, so this extension is actually really useful if you're wanting to job hunt on LinkedIn. It's an extension where if a company happens to have a glass door with comments and things like that, the little next to the company or underneath the company, there'll be a glass, the little logo for glass door, and you click on it, and it'll take you directly to their glass door. So you don't have, and because sometimes companies seem like similar or things like that, and it will take you to their glass door so that you can do their reviews. Because I remember when I was heavily looking for jobs, using the glass door to usually what would happen is I would just like endlessly apply to things that I was like about 50% or so qualified for, and like the things I qualified for were like the main like important things, or and if they accepted me for an interview, like they replied back, then I would research them. So then I would like go back to the job post, click on the Glassdoor or look them up on Glassdoor and like go through their reviews beforehand. Go through the reviews. If like the cons are like obviously you have to be reasonable. Some people like it's just like they have a bone to pick, or you know they're fake, and if they're way too positive, those are fake most likely. Especially if they do like if there's certain cues when they're writing things where it's just like a person did not write this, or they did but they were forced to write this, you know. And then also, if I want to move forward, you can then look at the interview section, and they might repeat the questions for the specific job position. You can check the salary. So it's a really great extension if you're looking for jobs. I'm not, but sometimes I check our own jobs. I check our own like thing. Just for one, I'm a little paranoid. I get paranoid. I don't know, like I myself feel secure in my position, especially since I've been very good. But you know what? There have been those stories where they I'm not even gonna see. I don't want to be insulted by this guy. But you know, sometimes I just get paranoid because even though I don't think my place would do it, I've seen it because I still constantly get job content because my algorithm is just geared towards it. Where it's like people are just like they discover that their job posting is that their job position is just like up on the thing. So I do check just in case because I'm a little, but I managed, long story short, after all of this, I funnily enough found my old coworker, the one I was talking about before, who took the Waymost. I found his. I found his review on Glassdoor for the company. Honestly, it was fair. He was actually very generous and nice. He gave him like a 4.0. And hello, Ronan, how are you? It was very nice, but also like I do get it like for his particular case, and also just what was going on during that time when he got brought on. Along with like the critiques for other employees, I was kind of immune to that because I did not get too much micromanagement. And it isn't that she's meaning to, but there's like a mix of like the atmosphere of what was going on and everything, and then this person being new, and also this person just they are Gen Z, and there's nothing wrong. Pretty tired. Oh, did you work today? And there's nothing wrong with Gen Z, but there is definitely a cultural difference. Like everyone else in the company is millennial. Like everybody, I think, is a millennial. So with the Gen Z, which is, he was a very good worker. He was very motivated. I did enjoy his work. It's just there were certain cultural differences where it's like he would do certain things without asking for permission, like the hierarchy kind of thing. Mainly because the company's fairly like vanilla and safe. So, and he didn't do anything really bad. Like he like. We're a bit of a media company, and he reached out to people for an interview without like going over. Woke up after a nap after driving all day for chores. At least it was chores and not doing 3 office doing like 3 locations. But yeah, he did mention the micromanagement, and it's just like, it's been a big thing. Like the thing is like, our manager is good. It's just she kind of wants answers for everything. She's not accusatory, but she wants answers for everything, and she asks really good questions, but sometimes with her attitude towards things and like all these questions and stuff, it just hinders. It hinders the ability to experiment and take a little bit of risks in order to improve things. Only awake since 8:45. Oh, you've only been awake since 8:45? You took that, how long was your nap? That was a good nap. Man, I used to take, back in the day when my depression, so I slept through dinner and med time. Oh, did you actually eat dinner and med time? Or you slept completely through it and you need to eat dinner and have meds? You should do that right now, if that's the case. But like back in the day when my depression was first diagnosed, through high school, up until college, because obviously in college I can't be taking a nap. But like actually now that I think about it, like middle through high school I would take really long naps, but after the depression diagnosis, that was when I was having on a daily 3-hour nap, daily. And it was like a requirement for me. I had to. Eating now, that's good. It was a requirement. In middle school, it was only after I would like talk to my father on the phone or something, I would be wiped out emotionally and just be asleep for hours. There was one time where I was talking with my father over the phone, and I just wiped out so badly that this was a time when only I had the key because I would come home earlier to our apartment, and my mom legitimately thought that I was kidnapped or something because I could not hear her to open up the door. They had to call me several times and things like that. It was bad. But now I can't take naps. whenever I try to attempt to take a nap, even when I'm sick, I can't take naps early. I just feel way too hot in the middle of the day. And just like not happening. I'm just not able to do it. So Ronan, I did, just to catch you up, I did get past the previous round, but now I'm on the next round, where the guy ends up at 41 instead of the 51 squats. So I need to get to 52 squats, while the previous one was 42 squats, and I did 43. So, and I do sometimes get to the 4th fastest, like the 4th time that he goes fast, but it's very rare. But I've literally been doing this the entire stream. Miss only checking in on me? Aww. Let me see the girl. I will try. If I fail this time around, then I have to. But see, I got fairly. It's just I kept messing up.
なんだ
Shush,
特技は
shush,
スクワットとか言ってたけど大したことないな
You missed the story about how I ran into a fellow office worker, and I asked her how her Labor Day was, and she discussed it with me how her guinea pig had a hysterectomy. At least this isn't as bad as Final Fantasy IX jump rope game. Oh god, okay. I'll have to like see how that is. Yeah, this isn't as bad. I feel like it's not even as bad as the pull-ups. I was able to get up to, I was able to do the pull-ups until the last one. That was when I like took the 4 hours to get it. Okay. Sorry, we'll read the comment after. Ah. Okay. Had to do 1,000 jumps for the jump rope kingdom. Yeah. It does absolutely nothing long term, but a title. But you know what? If you want to get premium, gotta do it. Or platinum. I don't know why I said premium. And Final Fantasy X's dodge 200 lightning bolts from Lulu's ultimate weapon. Wow. Unfortunately, that's true. That's true for Final Fantasy IX trophy list. Yeah, I bet. Square Enix secretly hates their they hate their audience. It's a platinum stopper. Less than 2% of people probably have done it. Have you done it? You kind of really have to have the patience for it. Okay, so I was like expecting it to have like go fast. So that's the fastest. That's good to know. Not naturally, some people can cheat it. Ah. Yeah, see, thankfully I'm actually pretty, what is it? I am pretty prone, not prone. These kind of things don't give me too much issue. Like I said, I literally have been working on this since the beginning of the stream, and I'm fine. Thankfully, this one doesn't feel as frustrating to me as like maybe the Tifa one would be. But I think also just that I have an aptitude. I have an aptitude for doing repetitive things. Jump rope changes pace every 20 jumps and you can slow down. Oh, the slowing down though is hard. Like I can, like at least they have a pause here. That's like, okay, you know that you have to slow down. But if it's just like doing it automatically just to fuck with you, damn. Aren't they gonna be doing like a remake or a reboot of 9? Man, that will suck. I'll see if I could do it when they do that. I'll probably do it on PS5. Alright, if it's just like don't fuck up as much. Talks about 9 remake, but missed their chance this year because we got no announcement for the 25th anniversary. I mean, they don't have to be doing it on the 25th anniversary though. But was it that was the expectation? Because it's the 25th anniversary? I know for Kingdom Hearts, people have been waiting around on that. they canceled it, but they put about put out a lot of new art this year. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's when I was like hearing rumors about it. I think I would be more annoyed if we weren't able to like stop when we literally failed. If I had to hear like them insulting me every single fucking time, I'd be more pissed. Also talks for years of animation from a French production company making it. Ah. That was pretty good. If only I could do it like the whole fucking time. No. Come on.
なんだ。
What do you mean? It just didn't count at the end. Ah, damn it. Let me just save it as like my thing. My record. Next is gonna be ridiculous. I'm gonna have to just like maintain. But at least there isn't any faster round.
今日はダックス君の君の身体能力体力測定の準備は 君の今までの最高記録はこれだ
Hell yeah.
うん良好そのものだ
Thank you. At least he tells me that it was good. Have to have like 2 really consecutive runs, then try to squeeze in at least a 1 more speed up. Yeah.
guys gonna read 3rd level speed full time?
Yeah.
Oh god.
That is gonna take me a long time to get.
I might have to practice with this one. Oh wait, no, it won't let me. I'll have to just practice again. 4 hours? It'll be 4 hours. Not this one. Not this stream. It'll be for 4 full streams of us doing this. I was saying before, I'd rather do it now. I'd rather do it now rather than later on when I'm wanting to move forward with the story. So it's like, you need to get this over with. I fucked up too many times. At 9:30 we'll call it. Or at least I'm getting used to it. Tend to fuck up with that one. At 24. At that point, I'm not gonna catch up. My arms are getting tired. it's always like, do I do it too slowly? Well, obviously I'm doing it too slowly. Alright, this will be the last round. Maybe tomorrow I'll do better. Or I somehow do better with the last round. Tomorrow's Friday, and I'm not going to be doing anything, so maybe we can do a 4-hour stream. I was doing it too soon. Alright.
なんだ
Nope. Even it knows. But yeah, maybe tomorrow will just be a 4-hour stream of just me doing squats. I can do it. I could probably do it. I'm not feeling nearly as frustrated with it like I thought I would be. But with that, we are done. But thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I know I was fairly quiet, but I did try to be a little entertaining in between the squats. Maybe I do need to like hum or something, because I know sometimes I do way better humming to myself than anything else. I don't know why. It's happened when I spent several hours doing the final boss for Kingdom Hearts 2.8. You know what? I would love to stream that again because I actually really love that game. It's short and sweet, but man, so good. But yeah. But with that, we will go ahead and see who we can raid. I will hope that you'll have a good evening, and I know that you had a nap. I do hope that you will get some good rest tonight. We'll go ahead and see who we can raid. It is Thursday, so. Oh, Blaze is on. They're doing Dragon Quest. Also had to feed the hungry horde. Yes. So late at night. But yes, do feed that horde. I had refilled the feeders for my two endless voids, and yep. I got like the big bag finally, because after like 2 months or something like that, because I usually get the 16-pound bag that lasts me about 3 months, and it's for $33 with the taxes and everything. It turned out to be $37, while in the store the same bag is on Amazon. So in the store, on the same bag is like $39. So it is better for me to buy it on Amazon and just like wait a day or so. But for about 2 months or so, they had it for sale, but it would not arrive like for 3 weeks or something. One time it was like for 6 weeks. I think the first time I discovered it, so I was like, oh damn. The others were fine, but like the 16. So for the past like 2 months, 2 to 3 months, I was buying the smaller bags, which ends up being more expensive in the long run. Sometimes it is better to, you know, go bigger and have the more expensive upfront cost to save money in the long run. But yeah. But that's what I did today. But I hope that you'll have a good night and that you will take care and that you will do well. And tomorrow we're going to be doing more squats because, like I said before, I do not want to end up getting stuck having to do the squats because I want to complete everything, but I'm already ready to move on with the story. So we're going to do these first, and then I'll do missions and things like that. At least the missions are different, and I get different items and things. And then also we're working towards the wagon. So yeah. So we're doing these squats to get them out of the way. Because in the long run, I know I'm going to be really annoyed if I want to go on to the next chapter, go on to the next area, and I'm stuck with these damn squats, so. And with that, we'll get that raid started, but like I said, thank you again. I really, really appreciate it. And, good night, take care. Thank you. Good night, take care. And, as always, be good raiders. And I will see you next time. Bye.